Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I will show you how to create pie and bar charts in a PowerPoint presentation using the Syncfusion.net PowerPoint Library. The Syncfusion PowerPoint Library allows you to create and edit over 80 chart types like area, column, and more. You can create custom charts by adding combinations from different chart types, as well as create charts with data from an existing Excel worksheet. You can also create and edit chart elements like title, legend, axis, data labels, line styles, and more. Please refer to the documentation link below to know more about charts in the PowerPoint library. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a pie chart for showcasing a car sales report. The car sales report has only one data series, and so I have chosen the pie chart. I will also show how to create a bar chart for presenting the purchase details and expenses, as it has two series. First, I open an existing ASP.NET Core MVC application, where I have already installed the Syncfusion Presentation Net Core NuGet package. Please refer to the link in the card above to create an ASP.NET Core application with the Syncfusion Presentation NuGet package. As I am going to create two charts in this application, I will add a button for each chart. Within this index.cs HTML file, I remove the existing code and define two buttons with their respective click event handlers. I name the action methods as pie chart and bar chart. These action methods should be defined in the home controller class. First, to create a pie chart, I go to the home controller and add the Syncfusion presentation and office chart namespaces. This office chart namespace is used to work with charts in the presentation. Here's an example of a chart and its components. The entire space is the chart area, within which you have the plot area. The plot area consists of data points that form the data series, and legend provides information about the series. Each data point is accompanied by a data label, offering specific details. The data is plotted along the category and value axes. Next, I add a new action method named pie chart. I create a new presentation using the create method. Then define another method called create pie chart to create and edit a pie chart. Next, add a blank slide to the presentation. And add a new chart to the shapes collection in the slide, which returns the presentation chart instance. These values refer to the chart's position in the slide. I set the chart type as pie. Next, to add data to the chart, I define another new method called add pie chart data with chart instance as a parameter. I update data values to the presentation chart's chart data API. Using the setValue method, add data values to the specified row and column index. Here, I set car types in the first column and quantity in the second. Next, add data for each car type. I have finished adding data to the chart. Next, let me call that method from this create pie chart method. I define the data range for the chart series. Data range is nothing but a range of values from the chart data used for plotting a chart. I set the data range from the first row of the first column to the last row of the last column. Then, I set the isSeries in rows property to false. This property specifies whether the series are in rows or not. I give the chart title as car sales. To have legends in the chart, I set the has legends property to true. And position the legend at the bottom of the chart. Next, get the instance of the chart series. I want to display data labels in the chart, and so I set the isValue property of the data labels of the series to true. And specify the formatting properties for the series. I am making this method call here to create a pie chart. Finally, I create a memory stream and save the presentation to the stream. Return the file with the specified type and name. When I generate the presentation file, you will see the pie chart with the car sales report. Next, I will show you how to create a bar chart. In the Home controller, add a new action method named bar chart. Within this method, create a new presentation. Then define a new method for creating the bar chart, and name it Create Bar Chart. I add a new slide to the presentation. Next, I add a chart to the newly added slide by specifying its position and size. Next, set the chart type as bar clustered. To set the chart data, add another method named addBarChartData with chart as a parameter. To showcase the purchase details of employees, I specify the series names in the first row. In the second row, I set the purchase and expense details of an employee with the employee's name. Similarly, I add data for 4 more people. Next, make a method call to set the bar chart data. I define the chart title and its font properties. I add a new series and specify a name. For the defined series, I set the chart data range using Values API. Similarly, the second series is defined, and its data range is specified. To show the data table with the chart in the presentation file, I set the hasDataTable API to true. And define its border properties. Since I don't want to show the legend, set the hasLegend property to false. I also set border properties for the chart area and plot area. Next, to display category labels, I set category labels from the chart data. Also, define a few formatting options for the category and value axes. I make a call to create the bar chart method. Finally, save the presentation to the memory stream and return it as a PPTX file. See the output. Here is the bar chart with purchase details. In this video, I showed you how to create a pie chart for data with a single series. I also showed how to create a bar chart for data with multiple series. If you want to see the working code of this example, you can download it from the GitHub link in the description below. I've also provided a link where you can see if you qualify for a community license to use our document processing libraries for free. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.